100,000 people roll into Stillwater for their homecoming. This is a little bitty town. Well, this particular parade, the lady decided to drive her car through the parade.
A young woman is accused of driving through a crowd of spectators while under the influence of drugs or alcohol. As Brian Webb reports, 4 people, including a toddler, were killed, dozens more were injured.
So Stillwater is our second home, and homecoming was something that my whole family never missed, and that all changed 7 years ago.
Coming right where my family's at, coming right towards them, and then it stopped. And that split second, when somebody tells you that time goes slow, that you have no understanding of what time is, no concept, is 100% accurate.
What started as something that was supposed to be very celebratory and exciting, the terror that happened and unfolded around me basically sent me into a month of literal hell. I didn't know that civilians could get PTSD or be diagnosed with PTSD, but through my journey back from, again, hell, 3FTL, or 3 for the Love, was actually created. 3FTL is a mental health treatment company for first responders, fire, police, and EMS. So my name's Jen, and this is Jester. The hard content that we're gonna talk about, and I've had multiple people tell me after this presentation, they're like, I think you have a camera in my house. And Brian and I were on vacation with our family and friends in Tennessee when we got the phone call that Brian's very first captain, that he had died.
Tony Woods was my first captain when I got hired. Very well respected within the department. At Tony's death, it was a big hit for all of us, and we all miss him.
When we got the phone call that he had died, I was more angry than anything. I was angry at the fact that we didn't do more, and I was angry at the fact that I didn't have the skills or the people around him to help him. And that anger and that pain is what fuels our fire. What we do is not easy.
And this may come out completely wrong, but had it not been for what happened, how many lives would have been lost?
What started out as a promise, and our mission is to basically save those that save us, has turned into a nonprofit that is thriving. And to date, we have a complete medical team. We have 4 people now that are on our medical team. We have a psych director and a medical director that stay in touch and with these individuals. We have a clinical director now that has found and interviewed and vetted, just like myself, over 41 trauma counselors. We have a peer team that meets every single week. This peer team wraps their arms around these first responders. We've been called the frontline people. Our work is very, very messy. It takes a lot of emotion, and it takes a lot of patience, and it takes a lot of time and effort to walk with these first responders down this journey. I myself personally have anxiety and depression, and I've suffered from anxiety and depression my entire life, basically. And it doesn't have to be a death sentence unless you make it a death sentence. And you are 6 times more likely to attempt suicide than the normal people outside of these walls. What I believe is everybody's pain really turns into a purpose, is really what set the trajectory into 3FTL and what it's brought about today.